What the heck? Hot damn. We'll see if anybody comes in. Hey, metalhead. It's just nuts, isn't it? How are you? Mark Davenport. All right. We're going to do it, aren't we? We're going to do it. Yeah, all of a sudden it straightened out. Hey, Druzy. My cat pooped in my aquarium. Sand in my empty tank. Do I have to scoop out the well? I don't know. Depends whether he peed in it or not. I think what I would do, oh, it's gravel. Well, if it's gravel, you're saying sand and then you're saying gravel. So which is it? Is it sand or is it gravel? Glass box Fox. Hello, hello. I think we're here. Let's see. Let me get a link. And we'll see if see if we can get Shelby up here. And a link Glassbox Jersey. Let me get the link. Where's the link? Copy. Paste. Click. It's whitefish salad. Whitefish salad. Misfit. All right. Let me do this. There we go. We got a link. We're gonna pin it. Ho ho ho. Are we there or are we there? Thank you, Shelby. Shelby called me up and told me, shut it all down and start over again. And I did, and it's working. Druzy, it's Sam. Okay, cool. If the cat peed in it, you're going to have to rinse it. Yeah, we're back. If the cat pooed in it, you could probably take it out. I'll tell you what I would do. I would rinse it. Just try rinsing it. And then refill it and see if that works. Shelby, come up here. I want to talk to you. All right. Let's see. So Mark says, been about 3 weeks since he set up his bedded tank. Plants are doing great and deep substrate. I need to get a wrench. Oh, I already did it. For Druzy. Who else? Mark Davenport, Druzy, Misfit, Whitefish Salad, Debbie Reynolds, we are back. Do I see a Nemo? Yes, you do. Aqua Negro, hello, hello. Yeah, we're here for what it's worth. I think, geez, nuts. Shelby was going to tell everybody on the other stream to come find us here. So hopefully we'll get a few more people in. Anyway, hi, Isabella. Okay, she got the word. Glory, what time is it? 9:15. 45 minutes later, and we're finally online. Back and running on all cylinders. Ho ho. HS, Koi Fish. Derek Thompson. By 10 tanks total, thanks to Father Fish. So 10 tanks total, thanks to Father Fish. A 200-gallon dart frog vivarium. Wow. 200-gallon dart frog vivarium. That's exciting. That'll be great fun. I had one. We had salamanders in it, and it was really, really pretty cool. That'll be great fun. Look forward to seeing that, Derek. Absolutely. Hello, koi fish. Isabella, Aqua Negro, Mock, Davenport. Where's Moon Boots? Moon Boots hadn't made it back. And Good Mother hadn't either, actually. We'll get her. Let me get her. I can call her up.
Hello.
We're back.
Back.
I'm back online, but on a
Okay.
different. I'm on a different channel, so you have to look for it.
Have to look for it.
Well, you have to. I don't know. Yeah, it's called I'm Back. It's a different stream. I had to shut the other stream down.
Okay.
Okay, see you in a bit.
All right. Bye.
Interesting problem. Cat poop. Get somebody sent a picture. Jeremy. Somebody sent a picture. Thank you, Isabella. You are a dear. Canadian $20 super sticker. Bless you, child. Boy, if that doesn't put some gas in the tank. Thank you so much. Sue Ann just got the notification. We may run a little late just because we're late getting started. I don't even know what I was talking about. Mystery Snail Guardians. Hey. HB South Pacific. Motor City Aquatics. Hey, Motor City. Woot woot. I love it. Isabella, that's a cool emoji. That's pretty neat. Cat poop in the aquarium. That's what it was. Okay, yeah. Somebody sent me a picture of their cat in their tank with sand in it. I think it was Friday? I think it was on a live stream because it never was remarked on it. So if he pooped in it, you need to get that out. But there's a good chance he peed in it as well. So here's what I would do. I would put an inch or two of water in it. You got just sand or do you have dirt? This could be bad. Ugh. You could just go for it. Just go for it. Get the water in there. The worst that'll happen is it'll foul. That's the worst that'll happen. Short of that, you might have a bunch of ammonia in it, but that'll go away. When I was a kid, and we set up our tanks, saltwater tanks. We never did this with the freshwater tanks, but the saltwater tanks, we knew we had to get the ammonia cycle going, so we peed in the tank. Ain't no different from cats. Should work just fine. Don't worry about it. Just fill it up and see how it goes. Get your filter going. If you've got some bacteria or old sand, old culture from an old tank, pour a little of it on top. You should always do that anyway. Get a starter culture, a little Kickstarter. Just scrape a little bit of sand off an old tank and sprinkle it around on top of the new one. That kickstarts the cycle. Do that. Fill the tank, do that, and see what happens. You should be fine. The worst thing that can happen is you'll have ammonia and it'll clear up in a day or two. So just go for it. Unless you really want to take it all out and watch it. Then I like that. Am I expecting a guest? Good Mother says. Well, I was. I've got a link up there. I was expecting Shelby, but she did call me and coached me through getting back online. So I don't know if she's coming up or not. Um, you want to come up, good mother? It'd be fun to have you. Anybody? I'm dying up here. Come, come talk to me. 22 people have stuck it out, but not everybody has hit the thumbs up. 26, 26. Look at that. Amazing. You guys, you're just amazing. Oh, Lord. I did post the link. Is anybody gutsy enough to come up here and harangue me? HB, you're coming. She's coming. Oh, dear. This will be interesting. She has been coaching me through some real crisis today. So I'm not going to get into it here, but some of you know from whence I'm coming. Shelby is here. There she is. I got to put my ears on now. Hi there.
Hi,
How are you?
I'm doing all right.
Thank you so much for coaching me through this. I had given
You're
up.
welcome.
I had
Listen, I
totally
mean,
given
if
up.
I know and I'm sure that your internet is crappy, but it doesn't mean that that's the thing all the time. I mean, one time a guy talked us into just letting go of our cable and reversing it, plugging it back in, and that fixed the problem. Things can just lag there. My
That was the
husband's really
problem.
high
It was
level
lagging.
IT, and there's
Yeah,
just
it was.
some weird things you wouldn't believe. I'm actually
Uh,
hearing like weird feedback. Oh, let me turn my
are
thing
you?
up here. I have a lot of things I'm doing here, to become better for our Friday nights here, but I
Right.
was pushing the limits of the electric in my fish room, which
Uh,
won't be a problem in the future because I'm gonna have one heat source, that's low wattage, and all the lights will be LED, and then one air source. So, like right now, I'm kind of pushing it, but as I am able to, um, fish room time for me is me time, and as a
right.
mom,
Right.
homeowner,
Yeah.
wife, pet owner, this is just like the frill. This is the gravy. So,
Right.
um, I have a lot of rewiring to do. I have to still run a lot to do the air. Um, so
Well,
I'm
I'm
gonna come.
really excited about you being here. We've been talking
Oh,
about this
good.
for a while, and we
It's gonna be
finally.
weird for a second. I'm gonna walk up to the phone and turn the volume up on it. So this
Okay.
Alex has been on tonight. I think he's starting a podcast or something. But this is his Clockwork Shrimp hoodie on Teespring.
Yeah, Alex comes
Um,
on at 10:30.
well, he's
Oh,
been
look at
on
that.
today. I know he's
Oh,
just
has it?
healing from his teeth. So when he gets
Right.
on, he gets on. And I wish him happy healing. So
Right.
since I'm coming up here and being all weird, I'm just gonna turn this up because I'm having a hard time to hear you.
Okay.
Okay.
Guess it doesn't help for me to turn my
No,
volume.
no, no, no. It's way better right now. Way better. Okay.
Okay,
Okay. Can
good.
you see?
Sue Ann is asking me. I'm very curious how you have your tanks set up at home. I know you said you have a concert base, but how does that help the weight on the floor? I have a concrete base. I'm sitting on a concrete pad. I'm actually in a patio, an enclosed patio. It's called a sunroom, I guess, but it's a
You.
concrete pad.
He's a lucky Floridian. Yeah.
Yeah, it's nice because I've got windows on two sides, a lot of
Oh, the
plants
natural
outside,
light. Yeah.
a lot of natural light, which I'm excited about. That's the one thing I did not have at the shop, and I really love natural light.
Yeah. I only had a few windows at my old house, so here we have a lot of new windows I'm not used to, and it's just been the best. Um, I wanted to say to anybody in chat that said hi, I saw somebody say they liked my setup and everything. Um, Thank you so much. I'm have a lot of like technical things to get into to be on here with you guys. So I'm not seeing all the chat right now, and I will in the future. And I'm in like a weird chair I wouldn't normally be in because my back is hurt. So I'm just not seeing anything, and we'll get better as we go through our Friday nights together. But thank you to everybody. Alex just signed off, I'm hearing. So
Yes, I see that.
you're probably getting a bump by now.
Yeah, we'll get a little bump.
the people-
Lucas will be coming on in a few minutes. I think I'll just run
Yeah.
into him. What I've noticed over the weeks is that there are actually very few people on here who switch over to Lucas, 2 or 3. So, those Lucas will be up in a few minutes. Those of you who want to jump over there, please feel free to do so.
Everybody's on the
Lucas-
replay.
Yeah, everyone's on a replay, right? Lucas
I
is
just started-
wonderful.
Oh, he's one of the people that got me into fish tubing. You know what I mean? Everybody had their journey of who they found and then in what order. And
Well, Lucas was the first booster of my channel.
that
got
was the
me to
night
1,000.
I found out about you. When he said something, and I know Mary came over and a bunch of other people. I was just looking anybody that was into natural tanks. I
Yeah,
was so excited by. And then you were like, "Oh my goodness, I can get dirt out of the backyard." Like it's gone so farther than that since then.
So many
What
people
I've
have.
raked
It's
in and
really
put in my
exciting
tanks.
to see that. Yeah.
Yeah. So he'll be coming on. I think once you've been watching YouTube videos, fish centric, for a while enough, I just be as anything in life, you go through natural rhythms. You know what I mean? Where you
That's exactly
bunch-
right.
So I
Yep.
got, crazy. For the pandemic, a lot of us turned to podcasts, YouTube, whatever it be. That's all what a great outlet, I guess. You know what I mean? To be going through something like that. But, yeah.
It is amazing, isn't it?
It really was. But, for me, you and Lucas, LRB Aquatics, and then Alex at The Secret History Living Your Aquarium.
Yeah, right.
He's such a great artist, and this is a clockwork shrimp that he drew
nice.
himself, like a super cool. And I just like having a bright red hoodie. You can get it in other colors, and if you want something else, you have to message him. I guess on Teespring, and I don't know. I think you have something on there, or not Father
I
Fish,
do.
but like
Yeah, I've
you
got
have
a
to
father
go
fish.
in and make an entry for any color or size for stuff.
Yes,
instead of just
absolutely.
saying I want a shirt, I want to make hoodies. Or
Right.
whatever. You shouldn't even have to choose that. Like you should just say, "Here's my design," and they should just paint it on whatever they have to offer.
Well, that's the way it's set up. You can pick your design, pick the color, pick your size.
I mean, I would like to talk to you off YouTube about what we can say and not say. Like I want to say that's asinine, and that's a perfectly English word. But I don't want to ever get you striked or
Well, that's a
anything.
word
But
that I use.
honestly,
I use that word fairly frequently.
that's a real word. It's spelled
Right.
differently. It's all together, nice and neat.
Shelby, I want
But
you to meet.
it is.
Want you to meet Amanda.
Hello.
Hi.
Amanda is Precious Tranquility. I don't know
So
if
you were on the other channel, right?
Yeah.
Yeah,
Yes,
she's
yes.
got
So
the Good Mother channel.
yeah,
But
I love
I
it.
met
I
her-
love what
I
love
met
what
her
you're
as
about.
Trish-
I just from something I heard lately, I signed on to Rumble just to like hold the Here Fishy name. I don't know if you ever thought of going over there, with your message and everything. I did see your live stream, and I just want to apologize because like I can't even see you. Like the camera is on my little iPhone across the room because
Yeah,
I
no,
wanted like my
that's
tanks
okay.
to be in the picture. But yeah,
Yeah,
like I'm
way
so
big-
glad to have
I'm
you
way
here.
bigger. This is weird.
Amanda,
What?
I've invited Shelby to work with me on Fridays, and I'm
Sweet.
just really excited about her being here. She's
Yeah.
been a very creative part of the channel.
Yeah.
Kind of from the beginning, done some absolutely super videos, music videos.
Awesome.
And it's
That's
just
awesome.
an enormously creative person and a
Yeah.
lot of fun. Very quirky,
Thank you.
very fun.
Yeah. Well,
I'm watching
I
this
remember-
Julio Chroma chase one of my shell dwellers right now as you guys talk, and I'm just like,
Nice.
he's been getting
Um,
moved to another tank for forever now. I just don't know what that tank is that can take him on yet. We'll talk about that later.
What is it?
But Precious Tranquility, Amanda, right?
Yes, Amanda.
Okay,
Amanda.
want to hear from you. What's going on?
Oh, I just came in because I heard you asking Lou what's appropriate to say on his channel.
Yes. Oh my goodness. I mean, I heard that on the other channel, and I saw a different because I mean, in the beginning, and I understand because he was just feeling it out. I remember him getting very upset. Somebody came in the chat and said some word that I don't know. We're just very frank around my house, and
Me
use
too.
words colorfully.
Oh yeah. Yeah.
Not my youngest, but my son, sure. He
Yeah.
accidentally said the one word in front of the good grandma the other night, and I was just like, ah, ha, ha, I heard what you said in front of grandma. He was so embarrassed, kept trying to change the subject and leave the
Yeah.
room.
Yeah.
But yeah, I get it, but I know like the person Lou is and the message he has, just to let that go and let that seep into our generation, you're gonna reach what you want to reach.
Yeah. Yeah, my
But I
message-
know you know a different side, and maybe words are better. Okay, I don't want to get anything like demonetized or what have you. I don't know any of those rules yet.
Right. Well, it's not about what the algorithms pick up. It's about what the audience can tolerate as far as their feelings. So,
And if
it
they
depends.
like respond in a certain way towards YouTube.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah.
Well,
So it's up to the audience.
I think we have like
So-
some pretty real and cool peeps here, and I think that maybe that's why they're here.
Yeah.
I think so too.
Yeah,
think
I mean,
so, too.
I've seen men's channels get taken down because one chick got offended and she rounded up a whole bunch of other chicks to start reporting his channel, and videos get
Sure.
removed.
Right.
So
Mhm.
women like to do these things.
Ken is
I mean, I would like if I mean, I haven't put much time into my channel yet, mainly because I mean, I just moved and I'm still, getting situated a lot there. But I want to make things, or if I'm ever live stream, like I just can't edit myself. Like it's too much
Yeah.
brain power for something that I don't really need to be doing.
Yeah, right.
I have yet to edit a single video.
Yeah.
I've got 700 videos. Not one of them is edited.
Right. And that's what drew me to his channel being my absolute favorite in the whole fish community, because he was raw, authentic, real, and he was just
Yeah,
himself.
for sure.
There
Yeah, I
wasn't-
just don't want to say something that. But also, that's a mental block. You know what I mean? When you're editing yourself or worried about what you're going to say next, and you're not going to be real.
Right.
Shelby,
Well,
I trust you implicitly. Say
Yeah, so I'm
whatever is
going
on
to do
your
my
heart.
best. If something comes out, that's just because my family's like real dark, dry humor,
Yeah.
and that's
Yeah.
just where I come from.
Yeah. No, I get you. I remember you in the chat when me and Lou were having a conversation. So,
Oh
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So, yeah, actually, as a woman, you'll be able to get away with doing whatever you want on your channel.
Right.
So,
Right. Well, yeah. I don't know. I'm even thinking like, cause like, I don't know. I have some like T-shirts that might have a copyrighted slogan or something on them, and I'm even worried about that. Like, I just don't know YouTube yet, and like how much it picks up. Because I've heard people say you can hum a couple bars or something. Like behind over on this wall, there's like a Beatles lyric. You know what I mean? Like I'm so afraid of showing that tank and actually accidentally getting that in, but I'll
Yeah.
learn the
yeah, I think that's way too
weird boundaries. Yeah.
Yeah.
Nice.
So I just
I know
Well,
it's
it's going to
always
be fun.
changing.
Yeah, I'm excited. I'm really excited about this. I really am.
Any
wanted
any
to say
slip
hi.
is not meant.
And good night, because actually, Lou, you'll be excited. I'm going with my client, one of my retired university professors that is a scientist and also religious, and not ideologically indoctrinated. I'm going
And what do
with
you
her.
mean you're going with? What do you say?
I'm going with her tomorrow to a woman's group with her church. So
Oh, how nice. Okay.
I'm going to recruit some, yeah,
Nice.
some local
Support.
warriors, we'll say. So
Yeah, I think, this has been a day of transition for me, certainly.
yes, yeah.
And I'm just so happy to have both of you here with me this evening because you both represent some really important things to me. You know, you've both been with me a long time. We've been together as long as I've been on YouTube, about 2 years, I guess. And
That's great.
Amanda has just been a dear friend. We have spent hours and hours and hours talking over the last couple of years.
Yeah.
And I've been wanting to get close to Shelby forever. And I'm just absolutely thrilled that you're here because I think we're going to be going into a whole new venture with these Friday evening streams, and I'm really delighted about it. So thank you,
Well-
ladies, so much for being part of this and being involved with me. It's really
Well,
very precious and exciting to me.
well,
Well, that's
so is,
important.
having somebody like you in your life, and Amanda, precious tranquility. Friday nights are a good thing for you ever. Please come on. I really
Hey,
want to
Carol.
get to know you better as well.
Hey, you are welcome
Pardon?
on my stream anytime. I would love to have you. I need more
No, I
women
don't think so.
willing to
I'm
speak the truth.
I'm live on
Yeah,
So,
on
I,
the
that's the biggest
TV right
problem.
now. I've got a program
I'm having
going.
the
Leonard
audio
was
is not
having
as clear
trouble.
as
Leonard
I'd
was
like,
having trouble with his
and there was a
TV. I
phone
think
call
he got
over
it.
here.
Right.
But I hear you.
So yeah, we're doing all right.
Yes.
He's got a lady coming in
Awesome.
who's
That I
cleaning.
just
He's
started
not using her nearly as
listening and
much
what you
as
guys were talking
as
about
he
and really
should,
connected
but
with it.
he's getting
Good.
used to it.
Good.
I
Also,
guess.
Father Fish.
Yeah.
Well, she was here. She's here
Hit the
for
mute.
3
Hit
hours.
the mute.
What do you think?
I love, and this is another reason I love this channel was because
Well, he hadn't been
um,
keeping her busy.
I grew up
You
around
might
my
talk with him
grandparents
about
a lot and in their care. So
Hit the mute. Hit the mute.
No.
Lou. Hit the mute. Lou.
it's having him just to start picking up the phone in the middle. I love it. Are you back with us?
No. He's gonna mute so he can take his phone call.
I can't see because my phone's like tiny across the room.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm here. I'm sorry. I'm
He didn't work.
trying to-
Welcome back, sir.
Nope. Now we're good. Okay. Now we can chat.
Ground control to Major Tom. Is that okay
Yeah.
to say? Or
Yeah.
will YouTube not like
Yeah,
that?
no. You can say lyrics to songs and stuff, and say.
Okay.
I mean, you can say things, but you cannot play copyrighted materials.
Okay, all right.
So
Yeah,
I-
I've been bumped for that a bunch of times,
yeah, me
but
too.
it's not. You don't get strikes for that. You just
Okay.
have to share your money.
okay.
Oh,
So it's not the worst thing.
I get stuff blocked.
Right,
Like, I'll
everybody
get a
gets in these
whole-
weird little tiers where they're
Yes,
mean or not. Or-
because
Or
Lou's
kind of
monetized.
mean, more mean. Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you remember the Halloween thing I did the other day on Halloween Day?
Yeah, I
There
was
was-
wondering about that because there were so many clips that must have been from classic.
And I'll tell you what happened. I
movies.
did get hit with copyright infringement, but guess what it was for? It was
I
for
can't imagine. I feel like it's skeletons.
a 4-second laugh.
Okay. It makes
So I-
sense. There's
I
this
just clipped
scene
it.
that
I cut it out and it didn't affect a thing.
Oh, okay. So you can just flip that little part out and change it, and then move on.
Yeah.
Let's see, Christina.
It was fine. What?
I need to change things for the screen my chat is on. If you're from my generation or below, like you like dark mode.
Yes. Yes.
So
I
the
do
screen
dark
with
mode,
the chat, the screen with the chat is white, and like my eyes won't even look there. So thank you for noticing. Poor Christina. I'm just like, my eyes are just like, I don't want to look at that white screen. I have to figure out how to turn this one to dark
Your
screen.
monitor there is chat. Is that what you're looking at?
Yeah.
There's chat, and then video, and then like the camera. I can kind of see you guys. It's just my phone across the room. I felt weird sitting in this low chair because my back and my hips are hurting, but so I like put it way over there. But also I want to get in on my friends, my tanks here. This is my like little like mad science lab in the basement.
Your den. Yeah, that's nice.
Mm-hmm.
Your layer.
I finally did a water change. I did a water change on all my tanks. What day was that? Wednesday. And everybody is so much happier. I was amazed how yellow the water was. It was like, It was terrible. But I had been using recycled water, which is landscape water. The water system in Venice, when they process
Where do you get landscape water from? I'm in Pittsburgh. Explain this.
Yeah. Well, it's recycled water from the water department. So they have two lines that go up from the water department. They run two sets of pipes.
Is
One is for potable and non-potable.
Okay, that's exact. So I never knew how to say that. So if you go camping here, there's different valves, and it'll be. I thought it was potable and non-potable. That's what I was gonna
same
ask.
difference, right? So so potable means you can drink
potable? It. Okay.
Potable is drinking water. Non-potable is landscape water. It's water that's been processed. You can drink it; it won't hurt you. But it's water that's gone through the processing plant. Now, what I discovered was I put this water in my tanks last March.
Why were you choosing that water for your tanks?
I didn't know it was. I simply used the available faucet, and then found out much later that that's what was in there.
Okay.
And I was losing fish. The problem was,
I bet you were.
Well, it's not initially, but as I replaced for evaporation, I replaced it with that same water, and it just made it harder and harder and harder to the point where fish couldn't survive in it. And it took me a while to figure out what was going on, but now I've got potable water in. Everybody's happy. The tanks look so much better. So,
one stream I just had to because my goodness, there was a closet in my new house, and I put all of the keepsakes and like holiday decor in there, and it started growing mold all over the boxes. So like,
no, yeah.
So I had to get a dehumidifier, which like those things are expensive, but the water it was pulling out was nice, and I asked you if it was okay to use, and you said, yeah, as long as it's not like smelly or weird. And it wasn't.
Well, if you have copper in the system, you don't want to use it because you don't want to get copper in your tank. But generally, they're plastic.
It's pulling from like a it's like cinder block, and the people that sold us the house like sprayed it with that paint, that white paint that's supposed to cover up mold and mildew.
No, I mean the dehumidifier. If the dehumidifier
no copper. No, there's no
copper.
There's no copper, and it's just pouring into like a plastic basin.
Yeah,
and it was weird. As soon as Alex came back, or right before he went away, I heard him say in a stream like, "Oh, he uses his dehumidifier water a lot, and that it's like RO water."
It is.
And my thing's like pulling in all the time, so it's like perfect to use for the tanks. So
Absolutely.
that's exciting.
Yep.
But yeah, that's totally perfect. So that was exciting.
So-
if you need one, yeah.
So I want to cut in because I want to finish. I'm going with my client tomorrow to a church thing. So in the morning, that's why I need to go.
Oh, I'm so sorry. Yeah.
No. Lou's phone call interrupted our conversation originally. So I was telling him that I was going to be going to a church tomorrow, a church event, and that's why I need to go. But Shelby, I'm so glad you're here with Lou.
Thank
Like,
you.
I'm glad when he has women here to help him and be the yin to his yang. You know,
Yeah, yeah.
it's really helpful. It's really
Regis
really
and
helpful.
Kathy Lee.
Yeah. No, it's good. It's really good. So
Well, thank
I'm
you.
glad you're
Yeah,
here.
I come. Please come on anytime. I'm excited to get to know you better as well.
Yeah, and anytime you wanna come on mine, absolutely. I do need
Now,
more
is
wine.
that Precious Tranquility or there's another
No,
name?
that's not where I've been. Oh,
Yeah, and if that's just something that people want to find or down on his
well,
other channel, or if you're one to give it here.
I'll put it in the chat. How about that?
Okay. Yeah,
I'll leave it in the chat for
whatever
us.
you're comfortable with or whatever feels right.
Oh yeah, no, and anybody can come be a part of it. I mean,
She
they
just, Maddie just started a new channel today that's
yeah,
going to be focusing on um, a lot of work that's being done in psychology and
yeah,
pulling some
Oh,
ideas together.
that's
Include
a subject I'm there's fish and other things, and that's a subject that I'm just like infinitely entertained, not just entertained, but intrigued by. It's just
yeah.
the whole.
Well,
well, you're going to love it. That'll be fun.
yeah. I mean,
Yeah, wonderful.
the past 25 years
Oh,
has
nice.
really messed up the psychology department. So I'm kind of spearheading the sorting out of them.
I
So
really the people like anytime I've come across anybody that like gives you like things you can munch down about like neuroplasticity and stuff like
yeah,
that, and
yeah,
it's like I don't know, I just eat it up.
good. Yeah, because we need to actually challenge society as a whole right now so they can
Well,
develop
yeah, in
new
every way.
neurons. Yeah,
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 right.
yeah. It's something it's a part of the training that needs to happen for sure. But I will put the link in the chat.
Yeah. Okay. Wonderful.
So just anybody that comes there that is at all offended by words, you might not want to come. So but if
And go take a walk on the trail outside and just like leave your phone behind and
yeah,
just breathe deep.
yeah, and then come back and
Right.
then have a listen. Because it's important
All the
information.
way up here and all the way deep down into your lower back. Breathe it in and out.
You know what? Actually, this is something something that I've been thinking about lately. So it seems like the guys are a little more concerned with feelings.
Than you
Mm.
thought they were. Than you
Yeah.
thought they
Or
were.
maybe
Yeah.
even than women are.
More than women are. Exactly.
Isn't that
Well,
interesting?
I'm like went from private Christian school into yoga teaching, and I can't
Yeah.
be like pinned to any wall. My
Yeah.
beliefs aren't on any side, and I have opinions, of course, but they
Yeah.
just can't be labeled by the stupid things.
Yeah.
But
Yeah.
yeah, like if you're getting into things that are just teaching you to kind of let go of things and roll with the punches,
Mhm.
you learn more to let go of feeling and emotion and stuff, where that's something, if you get balled up and somebody looks at you wrong and you become angry, that's all feeling emotion. And then when we in the yoga class, you would call that ego.
Yeah.
Um,
Right.
doesn't.
Right.
And I struggled in the beginning. Like, does that mean I don't care about my children? You know, like I
Right.
can't understand that kind of non. But everything's on a spectrum, and everything's for everybody to interpret and find your way. But yeah,
Yeah.
and,
Well,
and
I
I,
had
I'm
a
sorry, I
moment.
don't mean to take this away from fish and all that.
Yeah. Well.
Obviously that has a lot to
just-
do with
What
nature.
happened today and
I
what
think it's all of a piece. I
happening?
really do.
Yes.
You know, I
But
think you can't talk about fish without talking about what you believe in and the
right.
way you understand the world
Right.
and
Well,
what your
Well,
relationships are.
a lot of us that keep fish have been through different things, and that's the reason we gravitate toward it. And we
Yeah.
I
can't
think so.
shy
Yeah.
from that. We really can't.
But
That's
going
right.
back
That's
to
what kind of
the
binds. That's the
women.
glue that binds us.
Yes, but going back to the women, I've noticed that in a bunch of different spaces, it seems like men have been trained into caring about feelings more than rationalizing an entire situation and making a decision based on that. I feel like women really
Yeah.
need to step up and, I mean, especially moms. Like, if somebody's behaving terribly, it needs to be checked. I mean,
Oh yeah.
especially from moms. So,
I guess that just all depends on who you're raised by. Because I'm like, yeah, right away.
yeah. So, but
I
we need to
think
help the men do that, learn how to do that again. I think they have been kind of pushed into such a corner that they don't really know what they're supposed to do, so they just tolerate everything. So I think it's good to have more women help urge the men to be men in that regard. If that makes
amen to
sense.
that. Amen to that. And that is so refreshing
Yeah.
to have a woman relate to me, encouraging me in my manliness,
Yeah.
as opposed to trying to dominate me into being subject to her feelings
Right.
and her whims and so forth. I mean, those are two very different things.
I mean, because as a mother, Shelby, if you never said no to your children, how would they grow up and how would they behave?
I couldn't tell you because we're not even close to that.
So how do you deal with an adult that has a hard time taking no for an answer and then throws a fit like a toddler?
Yeah, which is what
don't.
we dealt with today. Yeah, it was crazy.
Yeah. That's a good question to meditate on. My answer is get away. Like, if you're not going to behave yourself like an adult, then you need to be removed from the space because what you're doing is actually really destructive. So that is my just from the psychology perspective and knowing where these behavior patterns come from and what's involved and where they go, that's not a good thing to encourage or tolerate in a culture that is trying to be honest for one and trying to be cohesive for two. So they just like to make a mess of things. But
This
the
is
men,
funny. Aqua Garden said the conversation is separate from the chat. Love it. I feel like we're at a party and separated into conversation groups.
hey, that's
That
what
does
happens.
happen.
Yep.
Yeah, it's true. isn't
Sometimes
it?
you're in one conversation and then you like hear things from the other one and you want to
Yeah.
like chime in and you're like, what?
Yeah, and Mermaid Core said, interesting how many connections you can make with different things like beliefs and fish.
Oh yeah.
Oh, yeah,
No,
absolutely. Well, I think that has
it's
to do with
balanced.
beliefs in nature.
Yes, if it's balanced,
Exactly.
it's all
Exactly.
connected
Yep.
anyway. So
I'm trying to get back to the chat. I somehow.
all right. I'm
got
gonna
kicked out.
go. I need to get some rest. And it
Thanks,
was
Amanda.
good
Yeah,
talking to
me
you,
too.
Shelby.
Have fun
Oh,
tomorrow.
so good to
I'll be
see you.
really-
And you're better lit now. It's better to see you as well, my dear.
Thank you.
That doesn't sound creepy at all.
Yeah. Bye, Christina. See you later. I've seen her in the chat too.
Yes.
All right.
Bye, Amanda.
Good night, y'all. I'll leave a link in the thing.
Love you. Take care. Have a great
Bless
day
you.
tomorrow. Oh, glory.
I had chat, and I'm doing restore chat and trying to get back. Oh, jeez. A book fell down.
Who's this?
I saw Christina Whitaker was saying that her landlord allows the tanks and kind of leaves her alone, which is a beautiful situation.
Yeah, I should say. Yeah, my landlord has, he's been just so easy with me. It's really been nice.
Yeah, that's the nice treatment you get when you're an elderly man. So, bask in it.
Christina is saying, sailor husband, Marine son, 4 other sons. I'm called insensitive and abrasive, she says.
You know, I have some beloved family members. Sometimes I feel they're insensitive and abrasive, but also they're the sweetest people. Nothing's black or white, everything's gray.
Yeah, right.
It really is.
What time is it? 9:57. We probably ought to knock it off at 10 o'clock. We're running into Lucas. How many are still here?
Yeah.
We got 35 watching. Wow. That's impressive. For the craziness we went through tonight. I like the moon aqua garden.
So Jason Lacey says he rents a house and his landlord doesn't care what he does as long as he takes care of the place. So that's great. And he's been commenting. He's new. He hasn't been wrenched yet.
Who's that? Sasika?
Jason Lacey.
I just did him.
Oh, okay, good.
I got him. It just hadn't shown up yet.
Okay, and privacy zone. Jason Lacey's saying, what a heck of a invasion of privacy. I was wondering what they were speaking of since we were talking about landlords.
No idea. Yeah.
Unfortunately, my chat stopped scrolling up. Every week I'm going to have to get a little better with the... I'm not seeing timestamps on this one. I'm going to have to fix that later.
You can click on it. The top
it doesn't have me signed
dots.
in, so it won't let me do a lot of stuff. So I'm going to have to fix that later.
You're on YouTube or?
Yeah.
Yeah. The top 3 dots on the right.
Here we go. Yeah, there we go. Oh, there we go. Yeah.
Yeah.
Jason, you didn't get here late. There were immense technical difficulties. There was a different stream that moved to this stream, and it was a poo-poo show before. I don't know. Is that something I can say on YouTube? I said I'm learning. I'm new, but I'm learning. Is poo-poo show okay?
Yeah, there were.
You know what I mean?
Yeah, right. Yeah, what you don't want to say is shit show.
Well, that's what I want to say. That's not what I don't want to say. Exactly what I want to say.
I know. Jason, they got a new guy got a patient that I asked you about sexing blue rams. Sexing blue rams is the easiest thing in the world. What you do is you put a bunch of them together, like 3 or 4 together. And 2 of them are going to get together and push everybody else away. And they're going to lay eggs. When the eggs hatch, then you know with absolute certainty you have a pair. Or if one of them has a red belly and the other one doesn't, then that's a pair. They also are shaped differently. The males are more elongated Females are more kind of squat. The female has a red belly. The male has markings on his dorsal fin. They're pretty easy to tell apart, actually. Just look at them.
I've had Bolivian rams before, because it was YouTube's told me that was like the best beginner ram, and they were wonderful. I lost them in the move. I lost a few fish in the move. They were wonderful. The older they got, the more colorful they became.
Oh, they did. Somebody brought me a redhead Tapahu today, a big male about 4 inches, and I've got the wrong camera on here, so I can't show you. Maybe I can get it. Let me try to get it. No, it's not.
I try to stick with little fish because they can't cause too much damage to each other.
Huh. I can't get the other camera working. Try it again.
Well, tonight's not the night to try new technology.
There we go. I got it.
All right.
Here's the Tapahu. Where'd it go?
I'll eat my words. Good night,
There he
Mother.
is.
We'll see you another time. Thanks for joining tonight.
There he is. There's the Tapahu. Coming right up to us. Look at that. Cold gun.
Oh, wow.
And he's something. He doesn't have much color on him. He gets a bright red head. That knot turns bright red. And he's got a lot of...
Did you just get him?
Yeah, just today. Yeah.
Oh, well, give him some time to color up. He needs to relax and get used to his
I have a
spot.
friend who... here's the tank with the new water in it. Anybody who's seen these tanks know how dank they looked. And they're just so much better. I'm just really, really tickled about it. And there's the monster snail. Haven't figured out what. Okay, here's a cribby. There's what is this? There's a Paracrebensis. The red belly is the female, and this one in front of us is the male. He's got 2 spots on his tail. I don't think the female does. The male has 2 spots. The female has a red belly.
The male will have more orange on his fin.
Right.
Once they start coloring up. I have a few myself. Some of them had to be separated because, like I said, there's no fighting in the fish room.
Yeah, they're such a great fish. I love them.
I actually had a question for you.
Sure.
I have here in my desk tank is a Lake Tanganyika tank, and I tried to make it. There's open swimming fish, so there's an open part. There's rock dwelling fish, so there's a big rock, and then there's shell dwellers, so there's shells.
Right.
But this one, I mean, I had maybe too many fish, I guess, to start. But there's this one Juliochromis left. I know you love them. This is a tank bully. It's stopping. It's the only one in here. It's stopping my shell dwellers from breeding if there even are male or females. I want to take him out and move him over to a tank that's just him and a female Cobrensis that used to be bullied, but she's way bigger than he is. Like, do you think there's a chance that he can be dumped in with her and not pick on her?
Yeah, I think they'll be fine together.
Okay.
They're fish that are... The Cobrensis is not in Tanganyika, but it's real close. It's an African cichlid.
She's so much bigger than he is, and he wants to be the bully, so I thought maybe she might put him in his place.
No, I think they'll probably be... What size tank is it?
Well, they have a choice. They could go between 10, 20, and 30.
Yeah, I put them in a 20.
Okay.
Don't put them in the 10.
Yeah, I thought maybe make it like a misfit cichlid tank for people that can't get along with others.
That usually works out real well. I've done that a lot. That's basically what I've got this Tapahu in. I
would like to open one of my other shell driller tanks open and get some of the rocks out of there and just open it up with all shells and see how much they breed. Because right now they don't seem to be breeding with the strip of shells
That'd
that I
be
gave
really
them.
nice. Yeah, I hope that works out.
Locally here in Pittsburgh, nobody, especially even my old local fish store, they can't get their hands on any shell dweller. So that's something I want to concentrate on more here.
Right. Sue Ann Campbell wants us to do a Father Fish After Hours channel. You made a comment to me the other day about coming on late at night. Surprised
He's been
that
up later at night and sleeping in more, less morning streams, more night streams. Late at night's when the magic happens.
Fanatical. Yes, that is an Alexander Williamson hoodie Shelby is wearing. Absolutely.
It is. This is the Clockwork Shrimp. Shrimp. Trying not to kill my son's birthday shrimp was how I found FishTube. So this is the Clockwork, and then on the back is like a more scientific version.
Very cool.
He draws mushrooms for textbooks for colleges. So that shows his attention to detail with nature. It's very cool.
Yeah. He did a face of Father Fish that I use over on the Discord as my logo.
Okay. Yeah, I'm waiting to be out in public and somebody be like, "Is that your secret history fish hoodie?"
Oh, that's
but
funny.
It hasn't happened yet.
Yeah, I've had that happen.
Someday.
I was in a Publix wearing my Father Fish T-shirt, and somebody said, "Is that you, Father Fish?" It's really fun when that happens.
Yeah. I don't know, a red hoodie is always fun, and there's other colors, but like I said, if you want any of his art or anything on Father Fish's channel and you want to order a different product or in a different color, just message them, because they have to make a different entry for each one. So if you want anything different, in a women's cut or whatever, in a mug, you can just message them.
Jessie is here. Hi, Jess. Nice to see you.
Hello, Jess. And Crowntail Half Moon. What a beautiful beta.
Oh, I love them. Crowntail has been my favorite betta for 20 years. I was the first one to start selling them on Aquabit.
Really?
Yeah, long time ago. In fact, I found one. Back then, they came in. I shouldn't tell this, but I will. I paid $1.50 for them.
Do tell.
$1.49 I paid. That was before they started grading them. I found
what
one
year
that was
about?
a koi. About 1996, 97. Late 90s. Might have been 2000. About 20 years ago. A little better. And I was selling on Aquabit. I did quite well, but it was primarily doing bettas, and I was doing the Crowntail because I really liked them. I would spend an inordinate amount of time getting a really good picture of one, enhanced it. I didn't change the color. I just made it more intense, and then I gave it a real classy name. Like one of them was called American Beauty, but this one was a koi. It was a panda koi Crowntail. The first one I ever saw had actually 3 colors in it a long time ago. And I put it up on Aquabid, and 2 women started bidding on it. And when they finished bidding, it had gone for, hold your breath, $249. I put that fish in the mail the same day.
And I hope it made it.
It did. It absolutely did. And
Good
she was
for
in
everyone
Seattle. Shipped it to Seattle, no less.
What
Yeah.
time of year do you remember?
I don't remember.
Well,
I was
good
going to
time.
keep it. I really wanted
Good
to
enough.
keep it and breed it, but you know what? I got that kind of money. I couldn't settle it. Couldn't take the
Yeah.
risk.
I've had an all black crown tail half moon.
I've got some
Um
right here. I've
and
got a
then
couple of them.
I have an all white dragon scale up in my daughter's room, but when I go to the fish store, there's these koi placats that just keep catching my
Oh,
eye.
I know. Look at that. The mollies are in the way. There it is right there. Can you see it? There he is. Look at that.
Well, hold still there. Oh, nice tail. They
Isn't
look
it? Yeah.
really velvety blue.
Yeah. It's supposed to be a black. I think he's got a lot of blue in him. Real dark.
Well,
Like a
who is
black.
that with him? Other black betas?
They're mollies.
Oh,
Like
okay.
black mollies.
Okay, yeah.
Yeah. I've got four of them actually. Actually, I've got five blacks.
Crowntail Half Moon is asking, what are your thoughts on using EcoComplete substrate as a cat for a dirted tank?
It doesn't work. It bleeds. It's got nutrition in it.
I would put it right under if you want to do the rest with rocks, but I would put it
Cap
right
it
under
with
the sand.
sand.
Like maybe some rocks, EcoComplete as your nutrition, and then sand.
And then sand. Yeah, exactly. You have to cap it. Otherwise, you're going to get. Here's the whole thing about the deep substrate. In order to make it work, the principle is to keep nutrients out of the water column, except those that occur naturally from like the fish or decaying plants or whatever. What you
Keep
don't
talking.
want,
I have to go plug in my phone.
what you don't want is a situation where your substrate is bleeding into the water column, because that's why you wind up with algae. You have too much nutrition in the water. And it also creates other long term problems. The sorts of problems that I had with my tanks, not because of that, but because the water I was using was a nutrient based water, which I was not aware of at the time. But when I started losing fish, I became aware of it.
That'll do it.
Clown half moons. These are not. This is not a half moon actually. It's a straight crown tail, a black crown tail, but a really nice one. Croaking Grammys. What a cute little fish. A lot of them are around right now. Apparently, they're being bred in captivity. So we're starting to get more croaking Grammys. And what's the other one? Sparkling Grammy. Two little tiny Grammys.
Are they friendly?
They are. They're one of the few Grammys that are.
I've
Unless you
had
get
some
into
really bad
I know.
situations with
Licorice.
powder blue.
Licorice is good if you can find them. Yeah, the powder. Any of the big Grammys are terrorists. They're just really very aggressive fish. Now I've got a couple of Grammys here. Let's see if I can show you. Right there. You see them?
Uh-oh. I only see myself, so I'm thinking we might have lost him. Hopefully he'll come back. Let me look back at the chat. You know, of course, it is an Alexander Williamson hoodie. I have the beta mug. I should say beta fish mug. Hello to Dan Woosh or Wush. And let's see here. Father Fish After Hours channel. I think he's working on it. I think he's becoming more and more of a night person. And
I'm
looks
back.
like he's coming back up. Fanatic Alls or Fanatic AIs. Good night. Have sleep tight. Crown Tail Half Moon's asking any advice on breeding gourami. And Christina Whitaker is asking another question to Father Fish, and I'm not sure if he's making it back up or if my devices aren't working in sync with him coming back up. So I'm going to try to change. I think I
Yeah,
hear
I'm
you
here.
again, Father Fish.
Yeah, I'm here.
You are here. Okay. Very good. Then
I've got a bad
I'll have to
contact on
change
my
all
wire.
of this.
Anyway, I was trying to show you. I have some true giant gouramis. I've got 2 of them that are only about 2 inches long right now, but they get 2 foot. They get monstrous. These are
These
are
gouramis
called-
become 2 foot?
yes, they're called the true
Oh.
giant gourami. Yeah,
No, I
Hey.
had these powder blues that were terrorists. A 2 foot gourami is. I'm gonna have nightmares tonight. I wish you didn't
Do you
tell
see
me this
that?
existed. I will when it comes on the bigger screen. Better. That orange thing?
yes,
Oh, it's so little now.
yeah. They get enormous.
Oh,
And they're
he's gonna
really
be terrible.
well, you know, at a fish that size, you keep them by themselves. I've actually got 2 of them in here, but this one's got the other one totally buffaloed. So the other one's hiding.
Yeah, I know that. That's why I have my Juliochromuses apart now.
Oh,
Because
right.
one was always hiding.
Fanaticos, can I see the rear again? What's he talking about?
You
My
were
dirt I
maybe
made
showing
was so
something
rich I
before
had
you
to put
left.
before. Yeah, Christina's saying she had to put 4 inches of sand. Sometimes it works that way. Sometimes you got to put extra sand. I've been talking to people who are having trouble with malm. If you have a deep substrate sand cap and you're getting malm, you need more sand because the malm will sip down into it, but it's got to be able to process. So if you're getting a malm buildup, you need to add sand to it, and then it'll begin processing, and you won't get that.
Can I ask a question? Why is the mall a bad thing?
Well, there you go. You know,
Besides
one of
not
the
looking tidy and pretty, like a good housekeeping
well,
tank.
there's that. That's part of it. What we've been doing over on Discord is working with a food web, trying to create a food web, which means bringing leaves from ponds or creeks or streams into the tank and bringing all of the microscopic life that
I do
lives on
that.
those
I do that a
leaves.
lot. Yeah.
Yeah, it brings a lot of life into the tank and creates more biodiversity, which is really the key to having a stable tank.
And if you're after live food, what
Exactly.
you're tasting might just be some stupid deadly in whatever ditch is near you. In the ditch near you. Stay tuned.
Yeah, exactly. That's right. You know, you should not be afraid of that. There's nothing to be afraid of.
Mhm.
You know, the whole notion that you should not introduce anything wild into your tank is so foolish because the fish that you put in your tank are wild. Most of
But
them,
also do a little bit at once. Like don't go buy or get a
Don't
whole
go-
bucket
that's
of
right,
leaves
exactly.
and just dump it
Yep,
into
yep,
your tank.
yep.
Just
you bet.
a leaf and a couple leaves.
Yeah, go
if you have a
slow,
bigger
go
tank.
easy. That's exactly
Mhm.
right. Yeah.
And then you'll see those things you're looking for, like Daphnia or I have so much to learn in the area of tiny things our fish want to eat, but I know that I've put them in my tank, and especially in my shrimp tank. they're crazy because there aren't fish that are eating them all the time.
Crowdtail
All kinds of little
Halfmoon
creatures.
wants to know about breeding gouramis like powder blues. The first trick in breeding powder blue gouramis is to get a female because they're not sold.
Hmm.
Typically,
that endlers, you have that problem.
yeah, they're imported, and the exporters are not willing to ship females over because nobody buys them. They're not colorful, and so they just sit in the shop and they die. So you have to find a local farmer that's breeding them, or a local hobbyist that's breeding them in order to be able to get a female. And once you do that, they just go automatically. They're really a very easy fish to breed. All of the gouramis are. Well, all of them. The licorice is not.
ADHD.
ADHD. Say what you
She's
talking
saying
about?
she did a water change and she's back and she has hair algae in a 10-gallon. Rip that out. Turn it and don't put so much light on it.
I had hair algae in my 40 breeder. In fact, I had it in 2 tanks, and I just kept working at it, and it's gone now. You know, if you, it's easy to pull out because it's long threads. You grab it, the whole thing will come right out.
It's just like the dandelions that come up in your grass. If you want just straight grass, you got to go out there and pull it by the root. Yeah. It's going to be there. It's going to come, especially if you want to give enough light for the rest of the things to flourish.
Dan Wutch wants to know, can you talk about acclimating fish? I ordered some fish 5.5 pH. My water is 7 to 7.2. 5.5 is pretty low. That's pretty acidic. It's unusually low. It's normal. It's abnormal to have fish that are kept at 5.5. Nevertheless, going from 5.5 to 7.2, you can literally throw the fish in the tank. No acclimation required. Now, I do recommend you do it because you're moving up 1.5 steps. So, but you can do it pretty quickly. You can do it in an hour or 2 easily and not have any problem.
Yeah.
Now, you cannot go the other way. If it were in 7.2 and your tank was 5.5, I would not do that in less than a week. And the reason is what the pH represents in terms of its impact on the fish is biometric. That's not the word I want. Is pressure, represents water pressure. The lower the pH, the lower the pressure. The higher the pH, the more the pressure. If you take a fish that's in a high pressure tank like 8.0 and you put it in 6.0, it goes like this, whoomp, and all of its cell structure tears. It literally blows itself up. It's like it explodes in the tank. Going in the other direction, it creates an internal pressure, and it can tolerate
osmotic
that.
Pressure.
Yeah. Osmotic pressure.
Thanks,
yes,
RJ.
Thank you. Great, thank you. Who said that?
RJ.
Thank you, RJ.
Just
right.
RJ, no wrench. RJ gets a wrench, right?
RJ doesn't have a wrench. That's right. We got to fix that.
RJ knows
Right.
what's up.
You betcha. So yeah,
And
going
Scott
from
Stankovic.
5.
Does Scott Stankovic have a wrench?
Oh yes, he does.
Okay, I'm just
Scott
not seeing it then.
Scott is a bona fide member of the Father Fish channel. That's why he's
Hi, Emily.
green.
Oh, good. I'm just not seeing it then. Good.
So he's a leg up on everybody else.
They say it's not easy being green, but sometimes it is.
There he is. I'm green, he says. Right, you are. The only store bought was the 4-leaf clover. Oh, Christina's talking about her plants.
I have some of that. It really wants really, really, really high light. If it doesn't get that high light, it just puts up.
You know what
it
it
almost looks like
does,
tiny
though?
lily pads low down.
I've got one right here. See this? I don't know if you can see it. Try not to
I'll be
miss
able to see it when it comes over to the bigger screen.
Try not to miss my.
There's a little bit of
camera
a
up
lag between the StreamYard.
here. Okay,
and
now
when it
this
hits
came
the-
in. This came in
Oh,
as
okay.
about an 8-inch clover, and it sent up all these new shoots. So that's all clover.
What kind of light do you have
beginning.
on that?
Oh, I just got a. Let me show you. Just a 4-foot strip. 4-foot
Okay.
LED strip.
Is there more solids in
With
there,
40 watt.
like calcium or not?
No, it's just hard water.
Okay. I feel
I
like
found they grow really well.
the clover I
Uh,
have, they need blasted with light, or they only come up as something that doesn't even look like a clover. It looks more like a
Well,
lily
you know what
pad.
happens? They die off, and then the roots send up new shoots.
Okay. I'm trying to get them
So-
really going in a few tanks here.
They're
They're so
will come
cute.
up. Yeah, I've been selling them. I got a bunch of them in. They came in that tall. They came in like 8 inches tall. And
I was
I've
like,
got
when
some-
I saw them, I wondered why they weren't everywhere. I'm just like, little 4-leaf clovers in the tank, and I learned
I know
that they're
they're really
touchy.
cool, aren't they?
I'm a bit
Yeah.
Irish, so I have to make it work. So I put them outside. I put some in different tanks, and I have a lot of lighting and wiring changes to do. But I really want to make them work. I really want to have like a little clover field.
They're real easy to do. I've got low
Well,
light.
I'll have to ask you about it because it's not easy here in this squish room.
Well, there's some back
now,
of me if you'll know
people
why.
have been asking you about Impistos, and do you have any Impistos in your tanks?
I've got one somewhere. I don't even know where it is.
I have one.
I don't have any
across
pairs.
from me too.
Yeah, I need
I
to
had
get
a
some.
pair, and the boy unfortunately passed. So the girl is up there with some Jamaican live bearers, and she was so skittish and just hid all the time. And now that she's in there, she's become like a real tank boss. I might need to get her out of there before they have babies.
The Durnans asking about a Pistos. These lights that I have, that's a 4-foot LED strip that I buy in a box of 8 for about $45. So they cost me $6-7 a piece. I usually will put 2 or 3 together, just kind of tape them together and put them on a tank. But they're cheap. They're easy. They
Do
last
they all
as
go on
long
the
as
same
they last.
string? Do they
Yeah,
plug
they
into
do.
each other and then
You can
just have
gang
the
them
plug?
together. Yeah, exactly.
Okay.
So you can run 8 or
I have-
10 of them on one outlet.
I have some different ones I think I can gang together, but I have to look into it more. They're like more of a big panel, like this.
Oh, those will gang. Yeah, I've got a couple of
Yeah.
those. I like them.
I've been getting them. I like that they're nice and bright.
Yeah.
But they're not waterproof. So
No, they're not.
use at
no
your
light.
own risk
Their
for sure.
lights are. Yeah, and that's a real problem with these because if you got any moisture, it'll blow out circuits and you'll wind up with just bulbs lit in various spots.
Oh, okay. So it might not be all of it at once.
Yeah, it won't be all at once. It'll be because the way they make them, they do circuits of them. So they're like one like that has probably 10 different circuits in it. So one circuit will blow out, which will be 10 or 15 bulbs, and everything else will still work.
So I'll get a 2-pack of these for about $45.
That's a really good price.
It sure is so different than these fluvels up here. I mean,
I know it. Yeah, I don't do expensive lights anymore. You know,
I have
being-
two, and they're
having a
so
shop,
expensive.
yeah. They are, and they don't last any longer than anything else.
And when they burn out, I'm gonna be beside myself.
I
And
know.
I can't
Exactly.
imagine. You
I
know,
know.
they grow plants well, but I'm gonna put these lights on the lights I have the fluvels on and see what happens. And I think I'm gonna be gravely disappointed in the fluvels.
Yeah, probably.
I've dunked
That's
them.
a great
I've dunked
light.
them plenty of times. Not enough
Yeah.
yet to ruin them yet. And then everybody's out. Oh, I have a pity party over
I
it.
know. Yeah.
Okay, Sammy 3D says new fish puppa here. First Endler Livebearers babies yesterday. Congratulations
How about
on
that?
your
Nice
cute
job.
little new fry.
Really?
So it's so fun when you first discover them. These new little
It is,
things
isn't
that
it?
weren't there
Yeah, you bet.
yesterday.
I've got baby mollies down here somewhere, I think.
Sammy, know that that's how multiple tank syndrome can start.
That's
'cause then
exactly right.
it's
Exactly
just too much fun to come down to these babies, and now they need room.
right. All right, we're going to give Alex. Is Alex coming up? Is he going to be on at 10:30 or not?
I would be surprised because he was on earlier, but I would imagine just
Yeah,
through
you
the
may
healing
be right.
process
Let's
that
see.
maybe the schedule's a little different for him now. While he gets better.
No, he's not coming up. He's not on my notification, and he would be.
Yeah, with my things.
So we can hang out a little longer if you want. Are you okay?
Yeah, for a little while longer.
Okay. Yeah, Christina's talking about the same thing with the lights not
No,
being
for some
waterproof.
reason, my last I must be in top chat. That's my problem because like I said I haven't seen a comment in 30 minutes, but that's not right. Here we go.
I'm still in
Yeah,
top
Alex
chat.
was already on. I was too. So we're in live chat. Hello, everybody.
Right.
So glad to join you in this real time. My goodness. Okay.
Oh,
Yeah,
ADHD has been watching Lucas and us. Lucas will be kicking off in a minute, I guess. Unless
Yeah,
he's going to
for
run
sure.
over. He might run over.
Mark Davenport says they made lights for Pleco Tank used
Huh.
6,500 K LEDs in an old metal picture frame. There you go.
That works.
Whatever holds it in place there.
Yeah, exactly.
It's
Yeah, I
crazy
use,
how expensive one strip of LEDs from a certain company for a certain reason can be, and then a different strip of LEDs you just find
Dirt
haphazardly on the
cheap.
internet.
Right. I use duct
Wow.
tape to tape them together. It also, I can use it as a shield to keep the light from glaring out.
Oh, okay.
Floodlights. I have a friend who uses floodlights on his saltwater tanks. He's got about 4,000 gallons of salt, and he uses everything. It's amazing. He uses floodlights.
I have some
He uses
with
work lights.
shop lights. Yeah, I have some
Yeah,
work
shop
lights on the
lights.
aquarium. They've grown plants fine. I'm just kind of upgrading to the LEDs. Weird, like happy lights where they send the sun on you. They have like a UV filter. I just ripped that out, and that's grown plants just fine.
Right. ADHD advice for central air, linear piston air.
Well, if you have that linear
Yeah.
air piston on the way from Gemco, you should be fine.
Yeah. You want to do 3/4 inch PVC Don't try to do half inch, and then buy valves. If you can't get them, let me know. I can get them for you. And you want to get
If
the
you want that
plastic
coming off the
valve.
air pump, is that coming right out of it? You want PVC going to a certain part of the room and then dropping down?
Well, she's got a yeah, she's got a big room, so she needs to run something around the perimeter of the room.
Well,
But if you
because
do
I'm
that
running myself right now, but I'm just kind of running the same air hose that you
Just
would
a
put
hose.
to.
yeah,
Yeah.
you can do that. The benefit of doing the 3/4 inch PVC is it holds the pressure up better. So
Okay.
you get a better pressure with it.
So
And
if
then
it's not
what
hitting
you
on
want
my
to get,
tanks, I might need to make that thicker then.
yeah, the valves are
Yeah.
1/4 inch valves. I have them available. The Florida Fish, the Florida COA, FTFFA, Florida Tropical Fish, FTSFA, Florida Tropical Fish, whatever it is, Tropical Fish
Mhm.
Farmers Association. They sell them. You do not want to get the metal. Get the plastic ones. Problem with the metal is they corrode, and after a year or so, you can't get them to move anymore. The plastics hold up
Oh
perfectly
man.
well.
See, I've already gone for metal over plastic with a lot of my valves.
I
Just
know
thinking
you'd think it
metal
would be
than
better.
plastic.
You'd
Mhm.
think it would be better, but I've gone both ways, and the plastic holds up. I've had plastic for 10 years on
It
some
makes
of my
sense. It
systems,
really does.
and
I
they
just
hold up.
didn't think about it that way.
Whereas the metal always corrodes, even if they're brass. And I've had brass, and it still gets gunked up, and you can't turn it. And it's just a pain. Yeah, you tap screw them into PVC. That's right. No, you're doing fine. Closed loop is perfect. Releaser valve and silencer. Yep, you're good to go. That's absolutely perfect. I ran a 3/4 horsepower blower on my system in the shop, so I had a lot of air. Wasn't a lot of pressure, but it was a lot of air. She got the brass valves. You might be able to treat them. Put some oil on them. The thing is, you don't want to get the oil in the valve, because then you're going to get oil in the line, and it'll work its way through, and you wind up with oil in the water, and that'll just be a mess. So you want to be careful doing that. Scott says plastic valve all the way. All right,
It's just from
guys.
being so close to the tanks, because it just should be air and a tiny bit of moisture coming through the airlines.
Yeah, that's rarely a problem. If you're putting oil on the metal, though, I wouldn't do that. I mean, you could try a little Vaseline on the valve, but the problem is it's going to the air is going to hit it, and it'll blow micro drops of oil right through the line, and you'll wind up with oil in the tank.
Now, WD-40 says it dries moisture out. Does
Well,
that not go
yeah,
through
the problem with WD-40 though is it dries moisture out, it doesn't keep it out. It winds up clogging. It actually will clog up the system. It's good for loosening stuff, but it's not good as a lubricant, because that's the issue.
That's what my brother's been saying to me lately. He said use graphite instead, and I said, "What, out of a pencil? Like, where do I get graphite? Like, just a
Yeah, they
random
sell
block
it in
of
hardware
graphite, I
stores. You just buy it in a little
Okay.
tube. Yeah.
He didn't give me that enough information. He's like, "Yeah, you can use a pencil."
You can buy it in a tube. They use it on locks. Now I know locksmiths who won't use it because they claim that it clogs up the lock when moisture gets to it. So there are downsides to everything, I guess. ADHD
YouTube,
was going to
I'm
do
trying to
1
bring
inch
up-
PVC. Yep.
I'm trying to bring up chat again on this screen, and it is telling me that LRB still is on.
Is he really? Oh, he's
Although-
running way over.
Although that does sound strange, though. Maybe it might be my device, but.
I don't know.
Jimmy P. Aquarium, thank you. He's asking if there is a Hitter Fishy channel. There is. I haven't been very on it. I just moved this year, and so I haven't made many videos or been on it. I do plan to get there eventually. It's hard to find though because there's a bunch of other. If you search for Here Fishy on YouTube, like a bunch of crap comes up. So, I'm not really doing too much with it yet. It is there, but I will in the future as I get settled here in the fish room and make more babies and all that kind of fun stuff.
Yeah,
learn
Lucas
more.
is still up. He's showing. Let
Okay.
me show you this. This is really cool. Let's see if I can do it. We'll get Lucas up here.
He's in syndication. This is a huge honor.
There he is. Let's see if we can get him.
That's funny.
And answers. Hello, everybody in the chat. Get into the chat here. Get my
Somebody
crazy
tell
hair in
him.
order.
Somebody tell him he's live on
Yeah, I
Father
hope
Day.
you guys are all
He's,
having a
he's
good
syndicated.
the weekend goes well for you. But yeah, back from Aquashella, that was a really great time. Dallas was a blast. Big shout out to
Oh, he's not live.
Dallas, Texas, and everybody who does
Okay.
the whole Aquashella thing.
Yeah, he's done.
That's funny. But he's how I found you. And same for Mary.
Oh, I know. He's, if it weren't for him, I don't know where I'd be. He
I
really.
saw him just because of his natural tank tendency.
Oh, I
he
know.
pools the
No,
life in the
he's-
air,
look.
and I haven't been doing my due diligence over the years, and my tank's gonna die. So,
Whoops. What did I do here?
I don't
I
know.
just lost
Somebody
it.
said
Oh,
Lucas,
it's
the show
okay.
just got over.
I'm trying to
And
get
this was kind of a
him.
strange show tonight because you had to restart the stream, and
Yeah,
there
that's
was a lot
right.
of problems.
Yeah. I don't know what we're doing here. There we go.
We'll do better next
All right.
time.
Yes.
Oh, well, RJ has some brass valves he's been using for over 40 years that was to work a treat. Yeah, well,
Really?
they made brass better back then. They made everything better back then.
Oh, that's funny. What's he
My
saying?
goodness.
RJ.
That's for sure.
Yeah. I've got a jar full of brass valves that I put in oil. They've been in that oil for 10 years, I think. I don't even know. I think I still have them. I'm not sure. All right. Why don't we put a lid on this?
All right. Sounds
We're
good.
good. Okay. Thank you all, guys. You have been
Good night,
wonderful.
everybody.
Thank you so much for sticking with us through thick and thin. 37 people still in here. That's astounding.
To better technical, not difficulties, technical achievements next week.
Yeah, really.
Let's look for that.
Yeah, I'm amazed we got back up as well as we did. So it was worth the effort.
All right. Well,
Good night, all. Nice to be with you.
TTFN.
See you
Bye for
Sunday. Mary will be here Sunday. See you all then.
Very
Bye
good.
for now.